Hi, my name is Cheryl with Display in a Box, and I'm here to show you how to make these amazing dream catchers. So these are what we're using for our Fall into Color display for August and September with Display in a Box. So what you're going to need is all in the resource guide that you were sent. So you're going to start off with a metal ring. And what I did to make the metal ring have a little bit more substance to it is I wrapped it with some jute cord. I got this at Walmart because they're a little bit cheaper than Michael's. And you just wrap it around the ring. So what I first did was I just hot glued the jute cord to the ring, and then you wrap it around the ring. And yes, this part's not fun. So you're just going to keep wrapping it really tight. So hold it really tight. That's why it's easier to hot glue it first. Just keep on wrapping the ring until you end up with a metal ring that is now wrapped in jute cord. So this is just going to make your dream catcher have a little bit thicker of a ring. The next step, what you're going to do is you're going to get some leather lace. It's called suede lace or suede cord, or depends where you get it. I got this from Michael's. This color is medium brown. You can use toast, which is a little bit lighter brown. You can use a dark brown. But what you're going to do next is you're just going to take your leather cord, same way that you wrapped the jute cord around, is you're going to hot glue the leather cord on, and then you're just going to wrap it super tight around the cord. And yes, this part's not fun because it gets twisted, and you got to untwist it as you twist. So it takes a little bit of time, so just do it at your staff meeting or sit in front of the TV at night and do it. And you just want to get a nice wrap around your ring that's flat. Don't worry, some of the jute may show a little bit. You're just try to get it as close to each other as you can. And then you'll end up with a ring that looks like this. So you can see mine's not perfect. You can see there's little pieces of jute hanging out. Don't worry about that, okay, because nobody's going to notice that. So then your next step is you've got to create the middle part. So you see how we have this middle netting for the middle of the dream catcher. You'll see that mine is not perfect. It's kind of offset. It gives it a little bit of character. And you also see that there's a little bead here that I've put into the dream catcher. Now this part is really easy. It looks hard, but it's easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I just purchased this is crochet cord. This is from Michael's. It's Aunt Lydia's classic 10 size crochet cord. And I'm going to take a big piece, about 2 arm widths, and cut that off. And then what you're going to do is just tie it around the ring. And I'm actually going to show you this part step by step because it looks like it's hard, but it's not. It's really easy. Okay, so I've just got it tied off at the top. And then what you're going to do is it's 1 stitch to make this net look. So you're just going to wrap it around once here, bring it through, wrap it around again, bring it through, wrap it around, and just keep doing that. And you'll see that I've got about 1 inch between each of my wraparounds. And you can make it kind of loose. Don't worry about making it perfect because you're never going to see it. Everybody's just going to see a beautiful dream catcher with your feathers at the top. They're not going to notice if your netting is a little off. So I'm just going to finish wrapping around. You can see that I'm not worrying about it being perfect, just throwing it around there. All right. So now you just want to straighten it a little bit. And it can be a little loose. We're going to untangle this a little bit so we don't have a mess later because it gets tangled easy. All right. So now what we're going to do is right here is the first place where we're going to go through. So we're going to just stitch through each of these loops that we've created. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to loop through here. Easier said than done. I told you this was the easy part, didn't I? All right, so you can see all I've done is just loop through that first one. So then this next one we're going to loop through here. Next one you're going to loop through here. Next one you're going to loop through here, right? So you're just going to keep doing that over and over again all the way through the ring. And you'll see the design start to take shape, which is kind of fun. And then you're going to end up like this. I'm not going to go into that anymore because you guys will get that. All right, so you're going to end up with a netting. If you want to string a bead on, you can string it anywhere you want. It doesn't really matter. I just put one towards the center of the ring. So your next step is going to be to attach these things right here, which are going to hold your different feathers. So you can see this is a 7-inch ring. So on my 7-inch rings for my dream catchers, I did, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's actually 9 because I'm going to show you how to put these on. So I have 9. So the center one is the longest, and then then it goes up an inch, and I gave you the measurements in your resource guide. Okay, so all you do to attach these is you're just going to do a loop. So I'm going to put it through my dream catcher and just make a loop like that. Okay, and just pull these even. So you can see I have my center, which is the longest, and then I have 4 on each end. So these two are the same size, these two are the same size, these two same size, these two same size. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you need to attach the feathers. So the feathers are going to go on the ends, and what you need to attach those is cord end caps. You can purchase these at Michael's in the jewelry section. And what they look like is this tiny little thing here. Oh, can you see that? There you go. So it has an opening that is perfect for holding all of our feathers. So then you got to purchase feathers. So you can choose whatever types of feathers you want. I gave you my resource for feathers, which is smileyme.com. They're the best feathers ever. You'll be spending a little bit more money because you'll get a lot of feathers. You probably don't need that. So you can just buy a couple of bags of turkey craft feathers from Michael's. And what I did was I chose an orange, a brown, and a yellow. And I actually mixed them all up. So then you're going to want to grab all your feathers together. Don't worry about them being perfect, again, because it's going to be a ton of feathers all on here. I did 4 feathers. So this is where you wish for more hands. So we have, here's where we're going to attach it. So here's the front of my dream catcher. You want to identify what's going to be the front, what's going to be the back. But they get all turned around, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So here's my end. Here's my jump cord end. So you're going to actually put the jump cord in first. I don't know if you can see that. And lay that flat in there. So you're going to lay that flat, and then you're going to put the feathers in second. And you're just going to smash them in there. Let's see if you can see that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to crimp it. So I have a crimp, and I just got smash, smash. And you'll see it's not perfect at all. I got some feathers sticking up here. You'll see that this is not perfectly centered either. It's okay. If the tops of those feathers are really bothering you, you can just cut them off. Boom. And then, so that's your first feather. And it looks bad, right? When you don't have the rest of them on there. Just keep going. Just keep putting them on there. And then what ends up happening is you have so many feathers on a dream catcher that you can't tell at all that they're crooked, turned around backwards. It doesn't look full, because once you get them all on, it looks super full and super gorgeous. Now, there's one last piece to this, is I added a little feather piece to the center. And all you do is you just take a piece of crochet thread. You can see I just tied it around there. I tied it to the jump cord end, because it actually has a circle in it that you could loop through. So I just crimped the feathers on here, and then I just tied it on. You can have a couple of them if you want. You can put one up here, one down here, and that's it. So once you get these all made, I made one with a 5-inch ring, one with a 7, and one with a 9-inch ring. And then you're gonna hang them next to your posters. What I recommend how you hang them is you take one piece of fishing line and loop it here, one piece of fishing line and loop it here on either side. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep your dream catcher facing forward. If you only hang it with one piece of fishing line in the middle, it's going to start turning like this. And sometimes it'll be turned to the side, or it may stay like that. If you have an air conditioning vent above your table, they'll keep blowing and it'll get twisted. So if you want them to look front facing and stay perfect all day long, you use 2 pieces of fishing line, one on either side. Okay, and that goes for all of the rings. All right, so that is it. So have fun making your dream catchers. Don't feel like you have to use the same colors as I did in your feathers. Get creative, but I would keep it looking fall with some reds and browns and oranges, so that it ties into the season and ties into the fall into color marketing. All right, so you guys have fun. You take care. Make sure to check out our Facebook page for additional pictures. And we will see you in holiday. Can you believe it's almost here? All right, you guys take care. Thank you. Bye.